So we've walked about 50 minutes, and we've come upon this little place here. There's, I don't know, maybe homeless people living over there. I'm not sure what that is. There's a lot of homeless people here. And then over here, directly and straight ahead, is Swan Lake. It's frozen over. We made it to Swan Lake. And then just give you a panorama going back towards Vernon. There we are. That's the panorama. Sandwich came in handy. So this is our trek today. It is Thursday, February 18 or 17? 18. Yeah. The girl's here with me. We found a flag. Hello, Canada. Yeah. Alright. So I'll just switch around. Can you see the switch there? Can't see. No, I want to turn it around to face me. Oh, okay. And I have a sandwich too. So, Coke and sandwich today for our food, our energy. So, that's it. We'll do another video later. I'm going to push these ones.
Alright, we're back. And this is episode number
11?
10, isn't it?
10?
Yeah, it's 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, both of us even forgot what it was. I think it's episode number 10. So, episode number 10, and we're going to do chicken livers. Well, I should say this. We're going to do chicken liver stir fry.
Yep.
So, I have everything out here prepared, and here's our vegetables that we're going to use. Carrot, cilantro, garden onions or green onions, long green onions. Put that over there. 2 stalks of celery, 1 onion. What is this called?
Cabbage.
No, Napa.
Oh.
Actually, it's called Chinese lettuce. I don't know what it's a lettuce.
I mean, it looks like a lettuce.
Napa. And then a zucchini. And, of course,
Mushrooms.
my favorite.
Brown mushrooms.
Brown mushrooms, or sometimes they call them cap mushrooms. So, that's what we're going to be using. Let me put this back. Ooh. There we go. Now, what am I doing over here? Well, oh yeah, I forgot. Garlic, soaking in waters to get the skin off easily. What am I doing over here? Well, we had asparagus the other night. And if you're a gourmet chef and you don't want to have so much waste, you don't want to throw those tips out, and you don't feel like making a soup or broth or something like that, you can do this. Peel off the skin, yeah, and put them in there with the rest of them. So it takes a little bit of time. As you can see, I've been at it for a while. If you have a compost, great for compost too. That's Lee's idea, and I agree with her. So just be patient, peel it.
Dude, that's a lot you took off there.
There you go. But you see, if you're a gourmet cook, you take your time and you do things this way. That's what a gourmet cook does. They pay attention to detail, and they do everything for detail. That's what a gourmet cook, that's the definition of gourmet cook, right?
And that's why everything's so expensive when you go to these fancy restaurants.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
Because
exactly.
They take their time.
Yeah. So there, I'm not going to do the rest of them. I'll do them off camera. And now we'll shift over to here. So let me dump this waste. Be right back. Take me a sec. There we go. And I should scrape that off. Alright, so why did I do that? Well, we're going to add things to our chicken livers, but first I'm going to put this over here for now. I'm going to use this for waste. I'm going to show you what I do for the chicken livers, because I really don't like, you see here, the veiny stuff or whatever it's called. I don't know exactly what that is called, but I don't like that, and I cut it off. So again, gourmet, right? Nice piece of liver. So take it off the other end. Now if you don't mind that, some people don't mind it, so include it. It's up to you. And there we go. So I'm going to do it to the rest of them, so I'm not going to waste time on camera doing that. Now, the other thing that I will do to this is to boost it. Now, how do I do that? Well, I take garlic, to boost the flavor, I should say. Now, this is all going in the chicken liver, so I don't mind cutting it where the meat is. Otherwise, I would clean my board. But it's all going in the same. And I didn't soak these long enough. I forgot all about the garlic, actually. So it's a bit of a struggle yet. But when you soak them long enough, the skin just peels right off nicely. So, ooh, that's a bad one, eh? Mm. Well, we're not going to waste it. Just cut off the bad. Where's my waste? Wait, there's no waste.
Bruh.
Alright, so I'm going to chop this up small. And I got a piece of skin stuck to me. Got a piece of skin stuck on my skin. So, little chunkies, little pieces. And that will release the flavor of the garlic into the meat really well. So, there we go. You think that's enough?
No.
Yeah, me either. So I'm going to do another one. Come in. Nice big cloves though on these ones.
Yep.
There we go. So, do it again. Watch your fingers. This is the worst. The way I was doing it there is the worst way to do it, but I like being risky. There we go, another one. I think 2's enough.
Yep. I think that's good.
Yep. What else can we put in there to give it some zest? Well, we'll get a little bit of onion. Okay, so I'm just going to use the white part. And just a little bit, I don't need a lot. Oh, interesting. There we go. And I'll use just a touch of celery. Okay, that's good enough. Should get a bigger knife, but this will do. I can manage. Save time. There we go. That should do it. And what else should I put? Cilantro?
Sure.
A little bit of cilantro.
Flavor.
Yeah, add some flavor. So I'm just going to crumple this up, add some of this, add some more, whatever I can grab. So crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm in the camera, okay?
Yep.
using this little paring knife for everything.
It works.
Yeah. All right, there you go. And we'll use a mushroom.
All right.
I'm gonna. Right. So there we go. Mushroom. Make it harder on myself. Using a little paring knife. But like I said in another video, you can, if you learn how to use any knife,
You can use.
you can do it.
Yep.
You can do it. That's good. Oh, there's some onion there, but we got onions, so we don't need that. That's good enough.
Yep.
We'll just, now, we're going to stir this around. This is sort of like a marinade. I'm going to get olive oil. I'm going to get basil leaves. I'm going to get black pepper. And I'm going to put the olive oil in. The liver will suck up the olive oil. The, what do you call it? Liver, the chicken liver will expand. I can't get that off. What the hell? Oh. So I'll use that. 2 pinches would be good. Clumsy today.
Me too.
And a nice pinch of pepper. There we go. One thing we're missing.
What?
Where, oh, where did you go? Where, oh, where did you go? Oh, yeah. I lost you. I don't know what. I wasn't prepared properly.
What are you looking for?
I found it. Here it is.
Ah.
Soya. So, about a capful.
I think that's more
Oh, okay.
than a capful.
Okay. And that's it. You can put whatever you want in there. Let me rinse my hand here. You can put whatever you want in there. And maybe we'll put a little salt. Speaking of anything you want. And a little bit of salt. There we go. We're done. Now I gotta get a spoon. And we're gonna mix it all around. And this is gonna sit for about 2 hours. You can leave it overnight if you want to. Doesn't matter. But we gotta eat tonight. So this is our dinner. So I'm gonna let things sit in here. And that's what you do. I'm gonna have to, of course, cut the ends off. I should have done, I'm just trying to speed things up with this video a little bit. And I should have prepared the things earlier, but
That's
I was
okay.
doing other things and sort of discombobulated today. So there you go. That's our finished thing. Our finished thing.
Oh, it is a thing.
Marinated chicken liver. So I'll be back. We're going to chop up the vegetables for our stir fry, and we're going to and off camera I'm going to take off the little veiny things. So we're back again, and this is going to be number 10. And what are we making?
Alright, what are we making?
Chicken livers. We're going to make a chicken liver stir fry. Alright, so we're going to start with carrots and garlic, and then we're going to just keep chopping things up. Well, we're not really going to chop things. We're going to julienne. Everything's going to be julienne. So we'll start. So I'm going to do it this way. And there we go. It's a bit shadowy in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh boy.
Bro.
Clumsy today. Can't be perfect every day, right?
Nope.
But that's what our show's about. It's there's no rehearsal. It's do or die. And it looks like it might be a die day. No. Okay, so should I make them long? I don't know why.
Yeah, we should make them long.
Okay, I don't know why there's such a shadow cast today. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. There, I'm gonna make long pieces like that today. There we go. So they're going to be like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. So the garlic, well, we can't make long pieces with garlic, but we can make little slivers. And that's what I'm going to do. So the garlic is going to be slivered up. One more, I can get it. Oh yes. And I guess what I'll do is I'll keep them separate. So things are going to cook a little bit longer than others, so I'll put things in step by step as I go. Okay, so I'll be back with more chopping. We're back. We're doing celery now. So we're going to do the same thing, julienne. Julienne. There's got to be a song about julienne, right?
Pretty sure they are.
It's a song about everything. Gotta find it.
That one person named Julianne.
Yeah. Or Julie, at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
Julia. I know. There's a song called Julia by Pavlov's dog.
There's some by Jude by
That's the closest I think I'll get. But I can't use it in the video because why?
copyright.
Copyright. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, more dad jokes.
Yeah. I can't say the joke that I told her because some people will get upset. So I will not say it. It's a bad joke anyway.
Bro, those horrible jokes last night.
Oh yeah, we were watching or reading really bad jokes off Google. It was
Horrifying.
They were bad. They were horrible.
You just
whoever wrote those, I don't know. They have no sense of humor.
You just start laughing at how bad it was.
Yeah, how bad it was.
Maybe that's the comical part.
Well, it is. You can find humor in anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you really try. Anyway, so the celery, don't forget when you're doing the celery to try to get the stringy parts off. I've showed people in the past videos how to do that. It's not hard. Okay, so we're going to do the spring onions. Just cut the ends off, whatever bad pieces you find. I don't like this one, so I'm going to take that off. Put it in my pile of waste. And all set. So what should I do with this? I think I will keep the juliennes going. So I just cut it this way. Cut it that way. And maybe this one here, cut it again this way. Yeah, sure. There we go. Nice. Now I'm not going to put that in with this because these take a little bit longer to cook. So I'm going to use this bowl and put those in there. So continue. And that should do it. Last one. How's that? That looks good. Good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect.
The onion.
Yeah, so onion. I really, you know, if I was worried about waste, then I would use this. It's not bad, but I don't want it in my food because I sort of make gourmet food, right? Mm-hmm. Not sort of, I do. Okay, so these are going to be julienne too, and how you do that is simple. Like that. One more. And what you should do in this case is separate it, yeah. So that'll take a little bit of time. And not very much, but you can do a great big bunch like this. You'll just get onion smell all over your fingers. You don't like onion smell? Just use some lemon and rub it off. If you ever handle fish, that's a good way to do it. Wash your hands, use lemon. Mm-hmm. Get rid of the smell.
Or again, a couple days or hours.
Yeah, or be patient and wait a week.
Bruh.
No, just joking. Okay, mushrooms next. Oh. Mushrooms. So take the brown ends off. And there we go. And we're ready to go. So how am I going to do this? Well, I'm not sure. So I'm going with the mushrooms. It's very hard to make a julienne, so I'm just going to cut them this way. That looks good, eh?
Yep.
There you go. Oh, how I love mushrooms. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. Can't do without mushrooms.
Mm.
Mushed that one. Mushroom, I mushed the mushroom.
Bro.
Almost done. One to go. Strange creation that Mother Nature made here, eh?
Yeah, it's like she made it perfectly for humans.
So where should I throw that in? Here or there? No, after. So it's going to be a different stage. Stir fries are usually like that. You just don't throw everything in at once because things cook at different temperatures and times. So the last thing here is a cucumber, zucchini, and I'm going to have to put that in a bowl. Hold on a sec. Here's one here. We'll use this one. So the mushrooms can go in this bowl. There we go. And we start with zucchini. Zucchini. Yeah, I won't use that. That's disgusting. Just cut your ends off. There you go. Now, julienne, I guess that would be perfect. And I'm going to cut them into slices like this. And I get 4 slices out of it. And there we go. Now, you're going to make your cuts down this way. And they'll go in with the mushrooms. Because zucchini doesn't have to cook long, and I don't want everything to be soggy. So we're going to try to make it as Dante as possible today. And that means cook just enough. Everything's being pre-washed.
Mm-hmm.
Almost there. One more to go. There we go. There. Big pile of food. Now, the last thing, last but not least, is our napa. So napa. Already washed, ready to go. Now, how should we do this? Well, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to cut it in half, and then our pieces will go this way. And this is not going to be cooked very long at all either for crispness. So I'll throw that in with the onion. And of course the leaves are going to cook really fast, but that's okay. Let me just keep going this way. So, Ukraine.
Yes.
Any news? I haven't been watching it all day.
Me either. Right?
Anything about it. What is this? Day 4?
I think so.
Something like that.
Well, it started on February 24th.
So, yeah, and today is the 27th. Day 3 maybe, right? Mm-hmm. So, has Russia conquered?
Not yet. I don't think so. But sad what's happening. I mean, even the president president is it or prime minister of Ukraine is already involved.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. I think it's president though.
Yeah, I think it's president. He was an actor too.
Well, they're saying he's the puppet, the West puppet boy.
I don't know, man. Whatever he is, he clearly loves his country, and that's what matters.
Well, I think Putinism it sucks. He's a totalitarian. He's evil, corrupt, and he's part of the globalist ideology. Mm-hmm. He's in bed with China.
Yeah,
he's never going to be, he's a communist and never going to change. He might have a different name here and a different label now, but he was a staunch communist. He was part of the old way, and he was a KGB agent, right? So he's very stern, very
despite whatever
wicked in that way, you know, KGB, right?
Yeah, despite what anyone says, he's still a communist, just under a different label. Simple as that.
Totalitarian. So you can give different names to things, but the person doesn't change.
Doesn't mean their ideology changes.
Yeah, the ideology is a little bit different in a sense. Because he's maneuvered himself differently for economic purposes and control, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, communism. And who's his best friend?
Who?
China, right? They really don't like each other, but they're still comrades, right?
Yeah.
And comrades, and China's communist.
Mm-hmm. We know that.
So if he's not communist, what's he dealing with communists for?
Exactly. And every communist country almost.
Mm-hmm.
So.
He doesn't like the West. So, we're done. Now it's time to cook. I'm going to get everything set up over here, and then we'll be back. I'm so embarrassed. Not really. But anyway, guess what I forgot? Cilantro. Okay, so all we do with it, can't julienne this, so we're just going to chop it up roughly. Here we go. I'll sort of do it this way also. Love cilantro.
Yep.
There it is. Okay, we'll be back for the cook. Here we go. We're just going to start cooking now. In St. Patty Day coming.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
What is it? It's 18 days away. Yeah, something like that.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. So what's in there? Well, there's our marinated chicken livers. They've swollen right out. Mmm, yum. Okay, our pan's really hot, so we'll get a sizzle going. Oh yeah. Nice. Pop, pop. Alright. Now I'm going to put the lid on because I don't want these to get dry. I want to retain some of the moisture. So a lot of people got killed in Ukraine.
Yeah.
According to the news.
Which you can't trust.
Yeah, it's really hard to know how many people got killed.
Because on the Snake Island, they said, 14 people died, and then it was 13, and it was 134. It's hard to know exactly. It just seems like every different news article posts different
Yeah, there was different reports too in the beginning. Yeah.
So it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's hard to trust. It just feels like propaganda.
And I watched the video of the pilot. Remember the pilot video where he, I forget, he shot down something, or he was shot down, or anyway, it looked like it was a video game, a simulation. It didn't look real. And then it's weird because maybe a couple hours later, I heard that it was reported as a simulation. I don't know if it's true or not. It's hard to know what's going on in this war.
Yeah, I don't like it. On both sides, they're putting their propaganda out.
Oh yeah, it's all the same. It's all bull crap, hey?
Yep.
This is the globalists. The globalists, if we had good people, good leaders, we wouldn't have these situations. It's just greedy people, greedy leaders that get corrupted. Some people might be good intentions in the beginning, and then they just get corrupted in the end. So it's just like human nature. What can you believe, and what, you know, who can you trust?
Yep.
I know it sounds so cynical, but it's politics, right? And politics is that way. Alright, this is good. I'm not cooking anymore, so I'm going to take them out and into this bowl. You don't want to overcook liver because it becomes dry. Alright, that's good enough. I like that. I gotta fix that. Excuse-moi. My towel for cleaning. Oh, that's hot. I burnt my little pinky.
Typical.
Yeah. So we're all ready to go here. I'm going to use this pan, and I'm going to bother cleaning it. Don't need to. Don't want to get too hot though. And turn the heat down a bit. And I'm going to add my carrots and onions here, and celery. I'll mix it up. Are we ready? There we go. Now, I'll keep it hot. Add a little bit of olive oil. Yeah, the chicken liver smells great.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to put the lid on and get it up to temperature. There we go. I'm going to add the garlic soon, but garlic I never put in first because it burns. It's the first thing to cook, and it can burn. It's good, eh?
Yeah.
That's a little bit big though, but that's okay. I'm not going to add too much seasoning because the chicken livers have a lot of seasoning in it, and that'll just overdo it if I start seasoning up here. I might add a bit, but not much. And of course we're going to add the chicken livers in at the end. So you can see things are starting to get a bit limp. Except that big fat one that I should have cut smaller. That's okay. We don't want it to, I want it crispy. What do you want? You like it crispy? Yeah, me too. I don't like it limp. You want to make sure the onions are cooked though. Nothing worse than... But some people like raw onion, right?
Yeah, some of them just eat it.
Yeah. For this dish, I don't think you want to taste raw onion.
No. Then there's that one person that says they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so here's the raw garlic. Cheese is going in now. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to get into a gender thing with people. I retract that. It's going in because it is in it.
Get in trouble because it's not using the right pronoun for the vegetable.
Yeah, for a vegetable.
They go on and check if the vegetable is a female or male or...
Yeah, well, you know, the garlic is white, eh? Uh-oh.
Actually, it's yellow.
Oh, yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Yay! Can't get away from anything. I guess purple will be okay.
Bruh, then they'd be giving a Purple Lives Matter.
Is that so?
No, if it did exist.
Oh, yeah, yeah. If you were from another planet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to turn this back up because I'm putting more stuff in. And I might just need a touch more oil, but here we go. Okay. Oh, I don't need to because I get the mushrooms. The mushrooms will have some water in it, and it'll be released. All right, here we go. Don't be afraid to touch things. Sometimes you'll get burnt, like I do, but can't be afraid to touch the heat. It'll tell you. You've done a no-no. You got too close. Stop that, buddy. Alright, that's good. Now, should we add some butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? That'll give it more flavor. I'll use it. Alright. Butter. You don't have to. I'm going to use that much. Give it a little bit more flavor, a little bit more fat. Because the chicken livers are very lean. There's no fat really. So you gotta add fat to chicken liver. Of course, this isn't chicken liver, but the chicken livers will be going in here. But we need some more fat in here. And I'm not happy because I should have put these in a little bit sooner, but that's okay, we're almost there. These things are getting a limpy looking. Alright, 2 more things in here and that's it. Here we go. We got our Napa. Yeah. Now, the spoon's not going to work for me anymore, so I'm going to get this. La-la. And I'm going to sort of lift it and drop it to mix it. Lift it, drop it to mix it. You got to get up to get down.
Yep.
What goes up must come down, right?
Yep.
Oh no, right down onto the stove. Okay, that's goofy. Okay, lid time. There's one thing that I'm putting in here at the end also, and that is our specialty item. Asparagus. The tip, not the tips, but the ends of the asparagus, we managed to save the waste, and it takes a little bit of time, but you can see that in the video. And it doesn't take long to cook, so we don't want to. We put that at the very end with the cooked chicken livers and mix it, and that's it. Or we can put it a little bit before. Oh, sorry for the noise. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add it right now. So spread it around. Oh, that's like a little bit too much water for my liking. Oh, I lost 2.
Bruh.
All my hard work going down the drain. I'll get them. Yeah. Here we go. That looks good.
Yep.
See, there's a lot of water coming off those mushrooms. And also from the Napa. There we go. Looks good.
Yep.
So, last thing to go in. Look at all the juice that came out of here.
It's nice.
Yeah. That's going in there. Turn the heat is maximum. That goes into the dishes. And there we are. One last thing. Just a touch of soy sauce. And that's it. Mix it around. No, don't go out. No, don't fall out. And that's it. So we have a juice. We're not going to thicken it. We're just going to add a juice, and that's it, to our dish. Some stuff at the end here. Didn't get cooked, but it'll cook fast. Alright, we're done. Done. So, of course, I forgot in the first place, this doesn't have to really cook, but we'll put it on top and mix it in. Alright.
Yep.
That's it. Just for flavor and color. We'll mix that in. There we go. If you want, you can put a cornstarch in this. I don't want the cornstarch today. And we're done. Looks good. Oh, hi. And we're going to serve it on rice, or I'll make a little tower of rice and serve around it, or whatever. We're going to serve rice with it. So we'll be back for the eat. We have our tower of power, which is white rice, and we're going to put How much do you want?
No,
Not a lot?
good amount.
Okay, how's that?
That looks good.
I'm not sure how much chicken liver's in there, but there's a few pieces. And if you don't have enough, we can always scrape for it. There. I know
That's
you
good.
like it. Ooh, that's a nice piece right there. Oh, that's nice. Let's put that on top.
Dude.
So there it is. The other one's going to look the same.
Okay.
Here we are. So, Lee,
Yeah?
are you ready to eat?
Yes.
Okay. So, here we go. Start off close up. Ooh.
Don't drop it now.
Near, far.
Bro.
Anyway, this looks tasty, nummy. Let's try the. Oh wow! Did you see that? Look at that. It just breaks apart. Can you guys see that? It's like it breaks apart really well. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yep.
It's like a pate. It is. It really is. It's like a pate. It's beautiful. Mmm. Mmm.
It's delicious.
I'm not joking. That is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best chicken liver I've ever made in my life.
Really?
And I've made a lot. Chicken liver is one of my favorite dishes.
It's for sure one of my favorite things
Mm-hmm.
I like to eat.
Vegetables are good. A little bit too done, but that's okay.
I think it's fine.
You like it that way?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, it's good.
I'm really not a picky person.
That's really good.
Delicious.
Now, oh, I forgot something.
What?
I made a salad earlier, so we're gonna have a little bit of salad. It's not part of the dish. I just made it.
What kind of salad?
It's my own recipe. So it's got romaine lettuce. Hold on a sec. It's got romaine lettuce. I'll get into spoons and everything. And we'll serve it there. So that's the salad I made. I won't get into too much detail because it's not part of the recipe. But I have cilantro in here. I have romaine lettuce, boiled egg, chopped up roughly, coarse. What else do I put in there? What else did I put in there? What else? Well, I was going to put some celery, but I didn't do it. That's fine. So it's pretty basic. And then, you know that cheese sauce I made the other day?
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yay.
The rest of it. So nothing goes to waste, right?
Yep.
So you want some?
Sure.
All right.
A little bit.
Okay. I'm not sure how to do this. This table is not big enough.
Well, just.
Why don't I do it this way? I'll put this over here. There we go. Now, come closer. Sort of like a, what do you call it? A Caesar salad, but not.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Here. Oh, okay. You're gonna help me. Assist me. Good enough. We got a big meal. This is very healthy.
Yeah, you take that
Doesn't matter. They're both the same.
No, they're not.
No. Okay. Well, to you. But cheers. The one that doesn't use glasses.
Normal person here.
No, I don't think so. I don't drink too much soft drink. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. But she's crazy for it. Telling on you. Yeah. Yeah. Gird. If you only could see her. All right.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, I don't care about snitching. I just got a crunchy asparagus.
Yum.
It was good. Mixed in with everything.
Asparagus is really good.
It doesn't need to be cooked much. It really adds to it. It's really nice. I can't get over this. Yeah, if you need more, it seems a bit dry. There's a lot, excuse me, there's a lot of juice there, which you can pour some over. I'm fine with this, so I don't need any more. I'm gonna try this salad over here.
The mushroom's
good.
really good too.
It's really good. Guys, I'm not saying this because I cooked it. I shouldn't be talking with my mouth full, but I have to.
Well, it is really excellent.
So there, that's really light flashing off the, reflecting off the fork.
Let me taste the salad. Salad. Salad.
It's good. It doesn't need any salt added or anything. You can add it if you want, but I don't need anything added to this meal.
That's delicious.
Like
I've never been on salad, but this is actually delicious.
Well, we have a lot of stir fry. Our salad is really stir fry because we eat a lot of vegetables, and we usually stir fry them.
Vegetables good for you.
Well, you're not much into raw vegetables, especially leafy ones, because you really got to clean them right.
I love leafy vegetables, especially lettuce.
But you got to make sure that they're really cleaned well.
Yeah, of course, because you don't want to be biting in bacteria.
Well, it could be viruses too on it, right? Parasites. So you really got to make sure they're clean. And I soaked the lettuce leaves in a bit of apple cider vinegar. Now, it prevents them from going limp, and you get that nice flavor from it also. From the apple cider.
I don't understand how people cannot like lettuce. It has some of the lettuce, like Roman lettuce, for example. It has like a little sweet taste to it. Not on the leafy part, but on like the stem, the harder part. It's delicious.
Depends where it's grown. You can get lettuce that's bitter too.
Yeah, of course. You can get any kind of lettuce.
You can get any kind of vegetable that turns bitter. I've had bitter celery, bitter carrots, you know, and really they shouldn't be bitter.
The only thing that should be bitter, really, in my opinion, is bitter melon.
That's so delicious. We're gonna have to make that.
Yes.
That'll be one of my recipes. It's a Khmer dish, and I think I make it well, right?
Yep. Well, it's an Asian dish. It didn't originate.
Yeah,
from
I know.
Come on.
But
It's known for them.
mm-hmm. Now I know a lot of Canadians wouldn't eat it.
I don't think they know what it is.
No, they don't, because when we were buying off of one of those apps, yeah,
For shopping, they
the
always.
guy was an Asian guy, but he was Canadian Asian,
So
and he didn't even know what it was.
This
I had to virtually direct him to get it.
Mm-hmm. And some of them still get it wrong.
Mm.
They picked a different kind of bitter melon because there's like 2 types.
Well, we had that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was, what was that, a Indonesian?
I believe
It
so.
was an Indonesian one, and it was like
Not bitter.
furry and hairy, and it was like not
Bitter at all.
very good meat. There was no pulp in it or meat. It was like weird.
It's not bitter
It
at
was
all.
not edible at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was edible. It just wasn't good.
No, yeah, but for me, edible means you enjoy it. It's good.
Well, something could be edible and not poisonous, and you still can.
No, I
eat
know,
it.
I know. But I mean,
Mr. Picky over here.
okay. So I'm not defining it properly.
How can people eat fast? I never understood that.
Because you're a turtle eater.
The best way to eat. This is why I can never go to restaurants because I take forever.
Be there all night. They'd be wanting to close down the restaurant. Are you ever going to finish your meal, sir or ma'am?
I'm
Yeah,
almost done.
I'll take it home. That's what would happen.
And then it'll be in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Forgotten about.
Yeah. You going to eat this?
Yeah.
When?
Just later.
Mm.
Never comes back to it. Unless the person like heats it up for me.
So, anyway, this is delicious. I think I gave myself way too much.
Yeah, I think my stomach's full.
My stomach's getting full already. But it's okay. That's the attraction of the video. Put a lot on there and get Chef Gordon upset if he ever saw it. What kind of donkey are you? You know? So much food! We're at home. We're not in a restaurant, Gordon.
I remember using to watch Gordon's daughter's show. I believe her name's Lily. She's a great cook.
Mm-hmm.
Inspired me a bit.
Well, I
For
watched
like a
her
month.
competing with Gordon. She beat him. And what did his mother say about his cooking?
No, didn't like his cooking.
Yeah, she criticized his cooking. It wasn't good.
Yeah, on a, what was it? It was like a competition of who makes the best pie.
That's right.
Yeah,
The pie thing.
I liked hers better.
But he won.
Yeah, because of the sweetness, right?
Yeah.
His is more sweet or
His
something?
was.
Or
Yeah, I
what?
can't remember if hers was more sweet or his was more sweet. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I think her looked
I
better.
think because the guy was worried that he might not get a job in the future. No, I'm joking.
But in my opinion, I think the mother did a better job. Call me biased, but
Well, she didn't take anything from him, that's for sure.
criticized him, that's for sure.
Put him in his place.
He put because his dough wasn't cooked enough in the middle, and he was like he was judging his mother. It's cooked nice, and then here's him uncooked.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have another bite of this and another bite of that, and then I'm going to call it quits. And that's it. This is so good. I recommend, if you like chicken liver, try it.
Yep, I agree. It's delicious.
Of course, you can spice it up the way you want to.
There's different versions.
You can make a sauce if you want.
There's different versions to making food. It's up to you. Different cultures, different traditions. Make whatever you want.
It's up to the individual. You don't have to follow a traditional way of doing something all the time. That's for traditionalists.
Yeah.
You know, oh, it's got to be done this way.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're going to make something like, for instance, Caesar salad, and you're going to make the official Caesar salad, okay, do it, follow the recipe.
Or example, if you're going to make a mok, follow the recipe. Because it is a traditional
But
dish.
you can always do it your way. No one's criticizes that.
Unless if you're in Cambodia and do it publicly, you're going to get criticized big time.
Well, I never got criticized.
Because you're not Khmer. But if you were a Khmer person, my mother actually got criticized of doing it once. Copying a different recipe.
No. When I had my restaurant, you were too young. When I had my restaurant in Phnom Penh, my amok was truly superb. And it was that's what a lot of people came there to get the amok. The ribs, the spare ribs, and my amok. So.
What kind of recipe did you use for the amok?
My own. You couldn't get that in anywhere because it was made with true ingredients.
But it's still Khmer.
What do you mean it's still Khmer?
Like the way you made it, was it still a Khmer?
Oh, I made a krun. I don't
so
know.
you followed the traditional recipe.
I followed it, but I had quality products in it where Khmer use a little bit less quality in what they do.
But basically you still use the same recipe.
So everything was top of the line. The fish was top of the line. Everything was, top of the line.
But do you use
I made my own curry.
But you used the same.
Which was a traditional Khmer curry.
So that's what I mean. You didn't really change the ingredients. You just modified it. Better product, better fish, and stuff like that.
I upgraded it.
Yeah. But I mean, when you changed the
Of course I followed the recipe.
Hey, better be.
Yeah, of course. Because, I want people to come and taste it. But
Just
I had people come, Khmer and foreigners, come to the restaurant and say they haven't tasted a mok like that anywhere.
That's what I meant. I meant
because of the quality.
Yeah.
They're not. You usually don't get that quality, right? Because things are too expensive. Things are too expensive for the natives, the local people. So they can't go and buy expensive fish to put in the soup. They can't go and buy the best of everything, right? But I wanted my restaurant to be a quality experience. And most of the people are happy to eat on the side of the street in Cambodia. So, they use a lot of inferior products within it because they don't have the money to spend.
Well, that's just what I meant. Like, if you would have changed the recipe, you're gonna get a lot of angry customers. But
of course, yeah.
But there's nothing wrong of just modifying the dish to make it taste better in a way of using better
Not
ingredients.
modifying.
In better using ingredients and fish.
Using quality ingredients, yeah.
So that's the only thing that's okay.
And that's why they liked it.
Of course. Quality food, people like it. But again, there's going to be the extreme nationalists.
In Cambodia, they have the class, right? Classes. I would have people who could afford it come to the restaurant to eat it. It's a true story. And they had the money, right, to spend on it. It was expensive, so.
Not really a restaurant for the lower
No,
class.
well, that's what I was saying. Not for really the locals. The locals really
They
couldn't
just make
afford
their
it.
own food, really. The
Yeah.
locals usually make their own food.
If you can get a meal for, what was it, $2,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, but you're not going to go to my. You could not get that at my international restaurant because I would go bankrupt. So there's no way you're going to get a $2 meal.
I mean, they complain about a pizza being $10. So imagine.
Yeah, but we still did business.
Yep. Because of the class, and we did the business, well, you did the business in Phnom Penh, right, which is the capital. So
It was in a tourist area too.
yeah. So it's a perfect spot.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really, that's the thing about business though, you really have to look at the spots you're picking as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of food you know would be sold.
Well, it's in a tourist area. It's right beside, it's right on Sihanouk.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and not far from Riverside.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great location, So,
Your restaurant there?
and a lot of foreigners lived in that area also. Right.
I remember.
Oh, a lot of students. Even the students would come for my burgers. Yeah, the kids would. They come for the burgers.
Well,
They'd be at the kitchen door, and they would say, "Sir, make me a burger, and my friend want a burger too." So I'd be making them a burger there.
so I remember going across your restaurant,
Hmm.
and I think it was like 3 years ago. It's a different restaurant now.
Yeah, it was. We sold it because an NGO wife an NGO's wife wanted to start a restaurant, and we would make more money by leasing out the restaurant than we would make by keeping it open. And the reason why is you can promote all you want, and which we did, and you can try to bring in the customers, but you'll only get so much. Because you get the tourists, but the locals cannot afford it. So an upper class restaurant struggles in Phnom Penh, in Cambodia. But if you have like a low to medium class restaurant where it's cheap and you can get by, but you have to sell a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the problem there.
Yeah, they don't want to spend because they don't have the money, right? So.
And a lot of these people do work extremely hard to get their products out. And when they keep selling expensive stuff, they're not making anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just physically straining and mentally as well,
Mm-hmm.
and financially. And now, with no tourism,
Mm-hmm.
it's gone up just a slight since COVID because the borders are open again, and foreigners don't have to take the vaccine
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that. They just have to quarantine. So it's kind
And
of
that
like
quarantine is stupid too.
yeah. So basically, foreigners can choose quarantine in a hotel where they'd be given food and whatever supplies by the hotel.
I can't. Yeah,
But-
it must be expensive.
Oh yes, it's about $3,000.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Or if you don't have that kind of money, you can go to the hospital and it will quarantine you there for free.
Oh, great.
And you don't want to go there. It smells
No.
like I know you're eating, but it smells like pee.
The hospitals in Cambodia are pathetic.
I went to one because I wanted to get my back scanned of it because I'm a bit worried because it kind of hurt it. And my mother and I went to this hospital, and the moment we stepped in, it was like a big puff of smell, like pee, all everywhere. And then we were like, never mind, let's get out of here.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Or if you're a citizen of the country, you simply can just go to your family to quarantine.
Right.
But you must be a citizen. But yeah, tourism there is now non-existent. Business are dying. Remember City Mall? It's getting worse now.
It was pretty bad when we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came to Canada a year and a half ago, and we got out at the right time. And I was struggling. I took me a year to get her passport. 1 year, because the Canadian authorities were delinquent. They were cooperative. It was awful. It was a nightmare, and I had to constantly get back to them, email, telephone calls, constantly, and I was under a lot of stress. It was not a good time, and finally, when I got the okay for her passport, excuse me, a whole big thing of relief came over me. It was like a release, and yeah, I cried. That's how stressful it was for me, because there's no way I could live there any longer, and Lee wanted to come with me. So it was either get it or leave without her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I choose to go.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to stay or leave, so I left.
Mm-hmm.
It's a better thing for me anyway. If I would have stayed, I wouldn't got anywhere really. I'll be working on the most cheapest salary, and or working from 5 to 10.
There's no future
There's
there.
no future.
Yeah.
And the education is non-existent there.
Mm.
So
Well, it exists, but it's not at all quality.
my marks will not matter.
If you get a university degree, it doesn't amount to really anything.
And so my marks will not matter in the Western countries.
Yeah.
It would not mean anything.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of Khmer people would go to like Russia or
Australia,
or European countries to get it.
yeah, Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
The big ones: Russia, Singapore, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really. There's some that go to China, but very few.
Yeah, or they go to one of the biggest places they would go for my family at least would be Belgium or France to get their education.
Right.
Because it's
Yeah.
pretty good. And then they would come back or they'd stay.
Yeah.
Usually they stay.
Mm-hmm. So, on that note, we're going to cut this short. We'll see you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the notifications, right? So, we'll see you later.